Hello everyone, this is Yellow Shirt Podcast, and today we are going to speak about how sport changed our life or our mentality. I'm Alejandro from Spain, and I'm with...
I am Azer from Azerbaijan.
I am Anna from Venezuela.
And Nasik is going to start today.
So, as you know, I was a footballer more than 11 years. I would like to talk about how I started the football. Actually, I used to play football in the yard with my friend since when I was 5 years old. Then my father took me to football academy. Actually, when I was 8 years old, they said no, he's too young and he can't start football. You have to come after when he is 9 years old. So when I was 9 years old, I started my football career. Actually, in the beginning, it was very hard because I didn't know anyone in a football academy, and step by step we were talking to each other and we tried to know each other very well. And when it comes to the activities and tasks, it was really hard for me because I was skinny and I was not in very good physical performance, but we had a lot of strength tasks that you had to do it very well. But somehow I was trying to do it very well than my teammates. What about you, Anna?
Like how you know, I am not a professional player in sport, but I practiced too many sports when I was young. But I understand I am not very good in a team sport because I don't like when the people depends on me. I prefer a sport alone. It's a little bit selfish, yeah, but I think it's better because I feel better when I am in my own, because I don't feel like I have a responsibility with someone. So when I was 15 years old, I started to practice surf, and was so good because I couldn't find all where I want, beach, because I like too much be on the beach, and also feel in my own because I don't depend in someone else and no one depends on me. Just is your board, the wave, and you. And also it's kind of hard sport because you don't have it's complicated. It's not the kind of sport you train every day because you don't. In my case, I don't have the beach in front of my house. I have to travel or some stuff. But I think I feel better, and it's make me feel a connection by myself. Feel in the first time in my life I could be good in something. This was my favorite sport to practice. And after that I practiced rugby, and was a very challenge because I am not too tall, I am not too big, and all the players in Venezuela was tall and big and strong. But was a challenge to, and also it's a team game, and it's a different. You have to pass the ball behind you, not in front you, so it's a little bit complicated rules. And I like it because it's not the same you are learning something how to everyone do. It's something you learn but no one know how to do. So I like to. What about you, Alex?
For me, it was a little bit the same in the beginning because when I was a kid, I was practicing football since I was, 5 years old until 12, more or less. But it was a little bit the same because I was not good at the teamwork. I was enjoying a lot playing football, but it was not for me. I prefer a hobby, not a competition, because when you are in a team you have to work with the others and it's a little bit more difficult if you only want to play for fun. But when I was in the high school, my best friend told to me he was practicing karate, and I was not interested in the beginning because I never heard about, and I don't know, it was looking for me a little bit boring because I didn't know how it was. And one day I go with my friend to try, and it was so impressive because it was so hard, and I was like, okay, I cannot do this. But I was start to going more and more and more, and at the end it was a little bit the same. It was not teamwork because it was for your own. You had to improve for yourself, but you were surrounded by people, and they were teaching you. You were learning from them, and the environment and the atmosphere there, it was so nice. And also I was less confident with myself before start karate, and when I start to improve, to overpass the challenge and everything, I don't know, I start to feel better with myself. And also I had some insecurities with myself. Insecurities with myself because I was super skinny, and doing karate I start to gain a lot of weight. In the first month I gained like 10 kilos, and I was gaining weight, and I don't know, and that's give me a lot of confidence also.
For yourself.
Yeah.
So for me, challenge started when I was 10 years old. Actually, for my teammates also. We had first trip to Georgia. We went. We had a sponsor, so he gave money, and we went to Georgia to take part in an international competition. Actually, in the morning we were said that we had 200 grams butter, and the coach said that we have to swallow it directly. Oh my god! Even we could that time no one was eating any butter because we were used to eat simple meals in the morning. But when we were said we have to swallow directly, everyone was shocked. But in somehow we tried to read. Everyone was writing like 8 with their mouth. We took the fourth place in a competition. In an international competition, it was called Toko Tbilisi. My teammates scored many goals, but unfortunately we were unlucky. We couldn't be at the first place. But we were placed in a nice place. We were doing activity. We were doing our training near the beach. Actually, it was very useful for us for improving our strength in a game. So when we came back home, we took part in a local tournament, and we took the first place because we had very nice experience in the international tournament. So in the following year, we went to another international tournament. Actually, we were in young team in that international tournament. Unfortunately, we took the last place, and we scored only one goal, and that goal was scored by me. Actually, I was planning every time I was planning to score this kind of goal, like behind the goalkeeper, throwing the ball, kicking the ball over the goalkeeper. But I still remember that goal. What about you, Anna?
Yeah, like for me it was important like story of a sport more than like practice sport because I'm not very good. But one of the moments most important in my life was when I know the history about South Africa and Mandela, how he showed like maybe the sport can make a country like together, you know. And for this I start to try to work in a sport because like living in Venezuela is complicated, and also it's like, you know, it's the only way like you can see the people is happy when they see sports, something like baseball or football or something. So I start to work in this because I want this, you know, I want to see the good things about sport, how we can be together or more close in the sports. And you, Alejandro?
For me, my mentality changed a lot when I start to do karate because before that I was not taking it serious. I was not being constant in anything, and karate was the first thing in my life I start to be constant and I start to take it in serious, and that helped me to realize if you are constant in something, if you want to improve in something, you have to take it in serious, to be constant and not give up, because I was giving up so fast from everything. If it was so difficult, I was giving up. But since that day, since I started, my mentality changed completely, and sometimes it was so difficult to continue, but still you have I don't know, that interior strength who is saying to you, you have to continue.
Yeah, I still remember we had some activity from international organization. We had open fun football schools activity every year. We were in a stadium and we had different tasks. And in the end of the activity, I guess it lasted 1 week, and we were given t-shirts and some water bottles from UEFA. Actually, when we had this kind of activity, we were so happy because in the end we were thinking that we are gonna take a water bottle and a t-shirt. It's so nice, and in some cases we had running activities also from open fun football schools. Unfortunately, when in 2009, but in general, sport changed my life a lot really, because though I was skinny, but I had very nice confidence when I was doing sport, and I was called even my teammates called me professor, because I was passing the ball with different styles, and not even opponent couldn't expect that I could pass to that direction or to the teammates. Also when we were playing the football, I had the feeling that when some person kicked the ball, I could have felt that the ball could go, for example, right direction or someplace, and I was running to the right and I was taking the ball and could make a counter attack against the opponent team. But doing still, even though I stopped my football career, but I do sport. It doesn't matter it's gym or it is football. Still, if you are doing sport, if you have sports feeling, if you don't want to leave the sport, give up the sport, you will find the right way, opportunity to do sport. And actually, I'm so happy that I was a sportsman since childhood, and I keep this mentality and habit in my body and in my lifestyle.
Or maybe just try to have fun and to try other things different.
Actually, sports could keep me from, for example, negativity, from any negative atmosphere. When I do sport, I gain confidence. For example, even if I see or feel that negativity, I can take myself to the sport, and when I do sport, all negative thoughts leave my body or leave my brain, and I could think that I can do this decision from the right way, from this way, and I can find the solution. So that's why I am so happy that I am my lifestyle, like in sport lifestyle.
Yeah, and also what you say, the negative things. When I start to do sport, some of my negative thoughts disappear, like some prejudices, because for example karate and box and all these sports, they have like these prejudices, only people fighting each other, punching each other without any purpose. But it's not like this. When you are going more deep, you see how hard it is, and how all the techniques and everything. And maybe you in the gym sometimes you are fighting with other people, you are bleeding, they can break your bones sometimes, okay, but it's not only about this. And after you are not going to the street and you are punching the people, and also in this kind of martial arts, like karate or whatever, you have this discipline, and it's a so good way to educate a kid, for example, if you wanna do your kid do a sport or something. I don't know.
Discipline is more important.
Yeah.
So I think it's finished. About what we're gonna talk next week, I think.
Why we choose this sport, and if we had other opportunity, what other sports activity we would like to do.
Just a sport?
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's over. Alejandro, do you want to say
And
something?
see you next week, and you can find our Facebook page in the description and everything. See you.